Hi everybody, welcome to another YDFLive show. My name is Stephen Aitchison, creator of YourDigitalFormula.com, a program to help you become an influencer online. So today is Q&A day today. If you've got any questions about starting an online business, about kind of the mindset of starting an online business, about Facebook, about email marketing, about blogging, about, I don't know, anything at all, just to ask the question, just put a capital Q with your question, and Maria is going to get to them in the back end for me on Skype, which is fantastic. But I just wanted to tell you about what I've been kind of up to. We did the interview with Russell Brunson. You've seen that it didn't go on the live yesterday. Obviously, there's just way too much happening yesterday, kind of personally, so I didn't manage to get on the live yesterday, so I do apologise for that. I went to another BNI meeting this morning. If you've never been to a BNI meeting, I think it's going to be really, really good for you. That's where kind of business owners, they get up, they meet in the morning for breakfast. And so I'm out the house for 6 o'clock in the morning and I get back about 9:30. So I've now officially joined. I told you about that a couple of weeks ago. I've now officially joined. I think it's going to be good, and it's also setting up another part of the business as well. And it's something I'm kind of talking about, YDF Local Business, in the kind of main YDF program. We've got a module that I'm creating on that. It's slow going, but it's coming together. I've done the first ebook, which has been done. So all of the YDF members are able to get the ebook for that. So hopefully you've downloaded that and had a check out. So I'll be adding more and more to that kind of all the time as well. We're also thinking about, we're discussing at the business meeting this morning about what direction YDF is going. And we're thinking about, okay, what's the message? What really is the message, and who are the people we are trying to kind of attract into the YDF program? And really, I'm just kind of thinking about, what do we do for the YDF members? What is it ultimately that we're doing? And ultimately what we're doing, we're helping the YDF members become influencers. That's my thinking. And that's the kind of direction we're going to go. Well, I think we're going to go down that route just to kind of have the message more about you being an influence in your market, because you are an influence. You might not realise it, you might not have that mindset yet, where you are an influencer and you're influencing other people. So I'm going to create a video on that and I'm going to release it in a couple of weeks' time. And a lot of you have become influencers, the likes of Maria Flynn. She is now an influencer. She's bringing people into her tribe with kind of Mojo Mastery, with YDFLive and Funk to Freedom. She's become an influencer, and she's seen kind of almost, well, she is a leader kind of in a field as well. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do as well. So we want you to become and have that type of influence in your business, in your market, in your niche as well. So I'm going to be doing a video on that and a series of kind of training videos, and I've thought about kind of what we're doing with that. We've been discussing that today at the business meeting, which was quite cool. It's another kind of direction, but it's trying to get the right people in and just to help people just have that mindset to say, I am an influencer, I can be an influencer, and I can help other people with what I'm doing online, particularly Facebook and with Facebook Lives and kind of your blog and anything like that. If you're doing videos, you can put them on YouTube, you can put them on Instagram. You can become an influencer in your market. And really that's what the YDF program is kind of about. It's helping you to become an influencer. So we're testing that message just now. That's what we're going to be testing. So I'm just wondering if we have any questions just now. Yeah, we do have a couple of questions. I'm just trying to think what else was I kind of talking about, I was thinking about doing before the Q&A. Yeah, I can't think. It'll come back to me. Okay, so we've got the first question of the day. If you've got any questions about starting an online business, growing an online business, your Facebook page, your blogging, your email marketing, anything at all, just ask and we will get back to you. I've got one question just now. Janet Williams, my daughter has started an online business selling crafts. She's very good. Do you have any ideas for her to help her succeed? Yes, Janet, that's a good question. There's a lot of people in this kind of market, and what you have to do is, or for your daughter, is to stand out from the crowd. What a lot of people are doing is selling the products. So they've got a Facebook page and they're growing a Facebook page, but all they're doing is kind of, here's my product, here's my craft, here's what I've designed, buy it. Here's what I've designed, here's the next thing I've designed, buy it. What you could do is start a Facebook show, a Facebook Live show. and actually show your daughter on camera her actually making something that she's selling. So they get into the craft of what she's doing as well. So you could start a live show where they're doing something different every day, or I don't know what type of crafts it is, to be honest, Janet, but you could get to do a live show every single day, and that will kind of make her stand out for a start. So that's one thing. Obviously, I'm presuming she's got a website and she's got a kind of store as well where you can buy these things, or if she's got a kind of Facebook store as well, you can now do that on Facebook, where you can sell your products online on Facebook. So hopefully she's got that already set up. I don't know too many of the details, but she could do that as well. So definitely that's some things to think about as well. Videos as well, not Facebook Lives, but videos themselves about the creation process of doing what she does as well, if that makes sense. I hope that gives you some ideas. But there's loads of things you could do as a kind of crafty person. And not a crafty person, but a person who's into crafts. Loads of things you can do. Yeah, I think that's it just now, just to get you started, just for something to think about. So I hope that helps. Maria Flynn, empowering people to be the influencers they are truly meant to be and really give back to the world. I can't wait to connect to these amazing people. Yeah, and we've connected 300 people already with this kind of message, but we're now looking at the message and kind of not changing it. It's just about kind of attracting the right people now, because we've got some amazing people in our tribe just now, which is fantastic. So 300 brave hearts in the YDF tribe, brilliant to see, and still kind of loving the programme as well. We've got another question. Annie Human Olsen. I don't think I start an online business, but a little. I want to get in other countries to offer distance healing, but how do I get in other countries? I start a Facebook page soon and also a web page, but how get I out there? Right, Annie, I know exactly what you're saying. With a Facebook page, you're going to connect with people all around the world, and you need to have a Facebook Live show. If you want to kind of connect with people and you want them to know what you're doing, then definitely having a Facebook Live show talking about distance healing, for example. If that's all you're going to be offering, there's lots of different ways you can talk about distance healing. Obviously blog posts about it as well, and kind of image quotes as well about kind of distance healing, and just in general kind of image quotes about how to make people feel kind of more positive, and the spiritual side of distance healing as well. So there's 101 things you can do with that, but I'll definitely start a Facebook Live show. Tell everybody that. I think everybody should have a Facebook Live show, because you've also all got something unique to offer, and that unique thing is your personality. So you get that on Facebook Live, for example, and you want people to know, like and trust you. Once they know, like and trust you, that's when they're going to start kind of buying from you. But you don't go with the intention of selling them, you go with the intention of helping them. So that's where the kind of perspective to come with a Facebook Live. You want to help people, help as many people as possible, and then you have links up to your kind of products that you're doing distance healing, for example. But tell them the theory of distance healing on Facebook Lives. Show them what it does. Show them testimonials as well that people you have helped already. So I'll definitely do that. Annie, I hope that helps. Laisla Benita, question. I've been hearing about Facebook algorithm. Is there a certain best time to post a poster? Laisla, no, there's not. There's not. You can test, but if you go into your Facebook Insights on your page, it'll tell you when people are kind of really interacting with your posts. It tells you the time of day, but I wouldn't put too much heed on that, to be honest. As long as you're posting consistently throughout the day. So don't, if you kind of all your audience, or a lot of your audience is kind of interacting between 12 p.m. and 9 p.m, for example, don't just post in that time frame. Post throughout the day, throughout the whole day, and just space it. So if you're going to do 6 posts per day, do it every 4 hours. So it's not going to harm your reach that much, and it's not going to make a big, huge difference with the Facebook algorithm in the background. So make it consistent. Don't just post when you think people are going to be on. It used to be that you would do that in the past. You would post more when you thought people were going to be on. But because it's a worldwide thing now. There's more and more people coming on from all different countries. Make your posts available throughout the whole day and space it out throughout the whole day as well. And so I hope that helps, Leisla. Dave Moore question, as I'm going to stream the Paris seminar in September, would you say YouTube is the way to go because I cannot find any way to share a Facebook Live outside of Facebook? Yeah, that's a pain in the butt. Probably my lack of tech. Dave, there is a program called Livestream. If you look on Livestream, that allows you to embed their kind of streaming services, which you can do from Facebook, and put it onto a web page. So check out Livestream. You can actually embed it onto a live page. You can do that to a degree with Facebook, but Livestream the service, and it can cost a lot of money though, Dave, to do that. But that is one service that allow you to embed the code and put it onto a web page, for example. So you can do it. Another way that you could do it outside of Facebook, no, that would be within Facebook. I was going to say get everybody together, form a group specifically for the Paris seminar, which is brilliant, by the way, that you're doing that. Yeah, get a group together just specifically for the people that are going to the Paris seminar or are interested in the Paris seminar, or even kind of sell it if you want to. Get them in a group and stream it from the group as well. So you're still within Facebook technically. So the only thing I would suggest is use a service like Livestream, where you can embed a code, put it onto a web page, and you can do it outside of Facebook that way. Just turn this on in a sec. So I hope that helps, Dave. I know that's expensive, the kind of live streaming service, but I think it might be worth investing in and just using it for a month or something, keeping it for a month and then just cancelling the subscription if you don't want to use it after that. So I hope that helps. Angela Valelli question, what program can I use to provide a 2-minute introduction video before going live, or how to get the reminder click button? Right, the reminder click button is when you schedule a Facebook Live. So when you schedule a Facebook Live, you'll see get reminder on it. And at the end of each live as well, it'll just have live notifications. So somebody can click on that to get live notifications of your future kind of live shows as well. But the only way to get the reminder thing is to schedule it. So you schedule it 15 minutes in advance or up to 7 days in advance. Facebook allow you to do that. So you can do that with a 2-minute introduction. What I've got is I use a service called Wirecast, and I can play videos before I actually go live. So you can use something like that. You can't do it with BeLive.tv. It depends on what service you use. I believe you can now do it with OBS, that's Open Broadcaster System as well. So I'm sure you can use it with OBS as well. So you can do a kind of pre-video before you actually go live as well. So that's a good thing to do. And the service that I use for making the video, yeah, what program can I use to provide a 2-minute introduction? I thought you were talking about the software for that. No, but it is going to be the likes of Wirecast. I don't believe you can do it with BeLive, but I'm sure somebody done that, so it might be a different service, a different level of service that they have. Can't remember. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, Wirecast, definitely do it. OBS do it, which is free. And the likes of live streaming do it as well. Livestream, as the service is called, you can obviously have that as well. It's a production platform. So you could do that, Angela, so I hope that helps. Cheryl Fletcher Greening, good morning, Steve. What do you think of radio blog? I don't know. I don't know what radio blog is. I'm presuming it's kind of radio is kind of loads of all these different radio shows. I'm presuming it's something like that. I don't listen to it myself, or these types of kind of shows. I can't remember the big one, Blog Talk FM or something. Blog Talk Radio, that was it. Yeah, I don't listen to them a lot. I wouldn't put a lot of effort into them. If somebody was coming to come and say to me, listen, do you want to start a radio show on Blog Talk Radio? I'll probably say no. I don't think the effort in it would be kind of good for where we're going. I think Facebook Live and kind of doing YouTube Live and Instagram Live and Twitter Live would be a much better way to go. People want to connect with the person. I think it's better like this, face to face on video, rather than kind of radio. But there's loads of people using Blog Talk Radio. There's a lot of kind of really good shows on that as well. I'm presuming that's what you're talking about, Cheryl. If not, just kind of correct me and kind of verify that or clarify what you mean there. Kathy Baker question, Stephen, what are your thoughts on providing a free first chapter as opt-in incentive to email database as opposed to providing the entire ebook? I've just completed a new ebook which grew larger than I planned and also become the content I'm repurposing for my online modular program, as well as potentially self-publish on Amazon Kindle. No, I wouldn't do a first chapter. For me personally, and for a lot of other people now as well, because there's that much great content that you can get for free when you're signing up for something, I would do something a wee bit different. So it depends what your book is, Kathy. I would make it a 10-point checklist or something, and it just makes it a 1-page or 2-page document. Or yeah, a checklist would be good for that. I don't know if you give me more information. Have you got more information there? It depends on what the topic is. It really depends on what the topic is. I wouldn't give away the full ebook if you're going to make that how you're going to repurpose things as well. So maybe not give away that, and you're going to sell that as an ebook in its own right. But I wouldn't do the first chapter. A lot of people kind of don't sign up for the first chapter. But the thing to do is test it. Test it and just see, okay, with a kind of pop-up just saying you're going to get the first chapter of this brilliant ebook, and kind of obviously the topic of it, and see if people sign up for it. So you just keep on testing it, and then if that doesn't work, try a checklist. If that doesn't work, write a shorter version of the ebook as well. Just condense it more, or just have shorter chapters, still the same kind of topics, but at the end of the ebook that they've downloaded for free, you could have say, okay, you can get the full version of this ebook if you click here or something, if you want to buy it here, if you've got a program affiliated with it or something. Potentially self-publish on Amazon Kindle. Yeah, so I'll try that. Kathy. Tiffany Reid, Stephen, is there an app for YDFLive TV? I've never used it on the phone, to be honest. I think it's all from the computer because it has to be used from Google Chrome. So I don't believe there is an app for it. I think it's just on your computer. You just go to bylive.tv and you'll be able to sign up, and then you'll be able to log in and do it directly from your computer. Now, I don't think there's an app. I've never used it on the actual phone. As long as you're on Google Chrome, I know you can use it from Google Chrome. So I don't believe there's an app for it. But I may be wrong there. I'll need to check that out, Tiffany. Okay, Dave Moore, question. Sorry, another question. Can I show a video on a Facebook Live rather than film a Facebook Live? Yes, you can. So just what I do at the beginning there, Dave, I don't know if you're on in the beginning, I always have a kind of an intro video as well, and that's purely a video that I've kind of made already. It's a pre-made video, and I just show that on the live. So depending on what software you're using, if you're using the likes of Wirecast, you can do that very easily. Same with OBS, you can do that as well. And I don't know your production company, what software they'll be using. I would imagine they'll have kind of TriCaster or something, or Wirecast, or something like that. But yeah, you can definitely show a video on a Facebook Live rather than film a Facebook Live. Yep, you definitely can. And if you need any help with that, Dave, just shoot me over a message, and we can help you out there. And Tiffany Reid, Stephen, is Livestream a part of Facebook, or is there an app for that? Livestream is more expensive, much more expensive, Tiffany. So if you're just starting out, I wouldn't use kind of Livestream, the actual Livestream service itself. It's not a part of Facebook. It's just obviously it integrates with Facebook. So the company is not a part of Facebook. So if you're just starting out, for example, Tiffany, I wouldn't use a service like that, because it can be, I think it's about $249 a month for their service. And that's really when you're going on to the next kind of level. You're going up a big level. What I would do if you're just starting out, Tiffany, I would just use your iPhone, or use your kind of whatever you're using, an Android phone, whatever you've got, and just test it with that. If you want to go a wee bit more upmarket, you can get a service like OBS and use your camera, your webcam or something like that as well, and kind of stream from there. But I wouldn't use a service like Livestream just now, just purely because of the cost. So I hope that helps, Tiffany. Comment, Lysla Bonita. Thank you, Stephen. You helped a lot in sharing those brilliant information. My mum just passed away last week. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And the Meditation Monday I tried to watch every day, helped me a lot to lessen grief I'm feeling at this time. Lysla, I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope everything's okay with you. And yeah, that's sad. But I'm glad it kind of helped in some way, the kind of Meditation Monday. And thanks for sharing that. And thanks for being here as well. Darlene Dawn, there is an app for iPhone for YDFLive. I have it on my iPhone, but I've never used it. So there you go, Tiffany. So there is an app for YDFLive TV. So brilliant. Thanks for that, Darlene. Cheryl Fletcher Greening. Stephen, I just wanted to tell you how absolutely amazing you always are. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for that. I appreciate you so much. You're making a huge positive difference in so many lives. Thank you for that, Stephen. Thank you, Cheryl. And thank you for kind of taking action and showing up every day on the YDFLive show and the CYT live show as well. I know you come over to that as well. So thank you so much for that. A big thank you to you. But thanks for the compliment. I really appreciate that. How long have we been on? I don't know how long we've been on. Maria Flynn, wow, great questions today. Welcome everyone, and an extra hug to the Bravehearts. Thanks for that, Maria. Tiffany Reid. And Google Chrome, thank you for the information, Stephen. That's Tiffany. We've got Chris Collier Wilkinson in the house as well. Welcome to you. Right, I think that's it. So if there's no more questions, I don't think there's any questions. Jamie Michelle Courtney, thank you for the information. Thank you for kind of watching, Jamie. Really appreciate it. Hey, we've got Annie Alexander. I haven't heard from you for ages. How you doing, Annie? I hope you're doing well. I kind of spoke to you for ages. It feels like ages since I've spoken to you. Annie's another kind of YDF. We've got Stephen Webb in as well. Question. Good afternoon, our Facebook guru. I have a lot of images that seem to be getting a large reach, although the likes seem to be way down. Should I focus on the reach or reach for the likes? I take it that means all the likes, Stephen. I would focus on the likes. It depends as you're... Yeah, I would definitely kind of focus on the likes. So there could be that you're getting a lot of shares from that, but on your page it's not getting the likes, so the reach is going higher. Depends on if you're sharing it in groups or not, Stephen. So there's something else you're doing, I presume, to get the reach up, but you might not be getting the likes for it. So it just depends on how you're sharing it and what you're doing with it as well, if that makes sense. But I would focus on the likes. You want to get more followers in there so your Facebook live show can grow, and so your page can grow as well, and so you can kind of offer more products and services as well. I would definitely focus on the likes rather than the reach. Or if it's been happening quite a lot, I'm sure you've mentioned this before, Stephen. If it's happening quite a lot, then there's obviously something that you're doing to get the reach up, but it's not getting as many kind of likes on your page or for that kind of particular image. I hope that helps. Jennifer Cornelek Walrup. Stephen, do you have any good advice on the balance of holding on and letting go? Great work, thank you. Holding on and letting go. That would really be for the CYT live show. This is kind of a business show, Jennifer. But holding on and letting go depends on what you're kind of talking about. If you want to clarify that, or wait till we go on the CYT live show, which is over at Change Your Thoughts Today page. So yeah, just clarify that and I'll see if I can quickly answer. How long have we been on? Right, okay, so we've nearly hit the 30-minute mark. Stephen Webb says thank you, makes sense, brilliant, good. And it kind of made sense in my head, but I didn't know if it makes sense to you. We have Cheryl Fletcher Greening. Have a beautiful weekend, everybody. Love, positivity, and hope to you all. Thank you for showing up, Cheryl. Jen Atkinson, welcome to you. Hi, Stephen, just a quick question. How do you explain to people what you do, especially people who aren't familiar with the online world? Everyone says you should be able to have a quick elevator pitch type answer, but I find it hard to explain what I'm doing online. Thank you. That's a really good question, actually. And there's different elevator pitches I have for different people, strangely enough. So, for example, a brilliant kind of example of that at the BNI meeting this morning. That's a group of kind of local businesses, plumbers, kind of house designers, architects, kind of carpenters, and people like that. Kind of trying to say what I do is going to be difficult for them to kind of understand because they're not in the online world at all. It's all kind of offline. So I've kind of set up like almost like a separate part of the company, and it's social media branding. So I tell people that I do social media branding and kind of local business kind of sense. I do social media branding, helping you build up your presence online. And that's it. Succinct, very quick, elevator pitch. Whereas somebody that I'm doing like for the YDF program, I'll say something totally different. Or if somebody's into personal development, I'll say something kind of totally different as well. But overall, in general, because most of the people that I know are online, I would just say I'm helping entrepreneurs build up their presence online and become influencers online. That would be a quick elevator pitch. So I've spoken about that before as well, Jen. I don't know if that's in the kind of book or the module that I've got, but it's good to have a kind of an elevator pitch whereby you've got a quick one, so it'd be Twitter length. So try and get your elevator pitch into a Twitter length one, and then get a 2-minute one as well for when you're speaking to people kind of at parties, kind of business meetings or business group meetings or something. Get a 2-minute kind of version of what you do as well, and then get a 30-minute pitch. So this is from Chet Holmes. He's got something called a stadium pitch. Could you get up right now and explain to everybody what you do? And the 30-minute pitch is really educational based marketing. So you're teaching everybody what you'd love for them to know in order for them to get to know, like, and trust you, in order for them to come to you and say, I want to hire you, or I want you to do whatever it is they do, or whatever it is you do for me. So think about it that way as well. I can't remember if I wrote a blog post about it, or if I've done it in the modules, or I've just got that many stuff online, that much content online. So I need to think about that. Yeah, so get a Twitter pitch, get a 2-minute pitch, and get a stadium pitch together. Something that you could do off the cuff and you know it very, very well, and really get it ingrained into your head as well. So I hope that makes sense. Oh, you're saying it does make sense. Brilliant. Dave Moore, elevator pitches depend on the floor you're going to. Yep. If you're going to the top, take your time. Love that. Just see if there's any more questions. I think that's it. So, right, that's it for just now. So, whatever you're doing, have a brilliant weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Yeah, we'll be back on Monday. So, see you Monday. Have a brilliant weekend, and take care. Namaste. Bye now.